Hey guys, it's Omar. It is a very cold Monday morning, 4 in the morning actually, so it's very late. But I decided to come sit down here and talk about what's been going on with my music collection. So it is the 22nd, very, very close to Christmas, and but Saturday, there is a, there's this, record store, Gneiss Sound, that's their name. They decided to do a pop-up at some coffee shop, and I was interested to see what they had because I've never been to that record store before, but they're doing this pop-up, and looking through their Instagram, I was really interested in their inventory that they had. I know they specialize a lot in hardcore and emo and indie, so I was very interested because that's kind of like my music. So I decided to take the drive down. It was at 10 p.m., like 5 miles from where I live in the Houston area, and it was a small tent. I wish I vlogged it, but I didn't. I was too focused on getting my records. And it wasn't busy either. I should have vlogged it. At least like the phone and then with my hand scrolling. So I'm disappointed in myself for not doing that, but I did come back from that pop-up with 5 records, 2 CDs, and the owner or one of the co-owners, the owners are like married couple. She was very nice. We talked a little bit about music and just like what influences us. So 5 records, 2 CDs that I picked up from that pop up. And the indie year has got me. It is very cold. Indie year has got me a little unwise with my money, so I might as well go through what I got and tell you all about it. So the first item I want to show off, Indian Summers. The title's back here, Giving Birth to Summer. I'll put this down for a bit, or I should put it up here. Indian Summer, I'm not too familiar with them, not really. I know they're like a very popular band in the emo scene, and they get some talk. I know I've seen it, but I don't know them too well. But I did listen to this. This is basically an anthology album, but I did listen to the EP as like their EP as it was in 1993, and I quite liked it. So I do respect what they do. I did like the sound, and this was an anthology album, so like I want to see what did they bring to the table other than the 3 tracks on that EP. And, I haven't spun it yet, but again, like I'm interested in what they'll bring, and yeah, just like it was a blind buy. Next up is another blind buy, but I am kind of familiar. Swirlies. This one has a very long title. I'm not gonna bother. Oh, it's actually back here. I didn't notice it. Swirlies. They spent their wild, useful days in the glittering world of the salons. It says it's a November 2021 release on Ting Records. It's familiar to me because I've been listening to true tracks off this album for a very long time. Sounds of Shivering and In Harmony Newfound Freedom. I think those 2 tracks are so like sonically just packed. Like there's so much going on and it's so beautiful. It's heavy, it's very psychedelic, very loud. It's shoegazy. It's more like dream indie, but I was very interested in this too, and I thought it would be a double LP, but it's actually a single LP. It's a longer album. I thought it was 50 minutes, but a single LP. I wonder how that sounds. The quality, but I'm eager to spin this too. I haven't spun it yet, but I'm gonna give it a spin maybe later in the day. So I feel like kind of like sonically diverse, or you know, sonically unique sounds, and this one's for you. Next album is no surprise to anyone who's a little serious into music. Slint Spiderland. I mean, again, if you're like a little serious into music, then you definitely heard this album. You know, in online spaces, it goes around a lot in music spaces, but for me, I do love this album. It's such a anxious, just packed, hardcore, just post-rocky album, and a sweet 6 tracks, all just like bringing so much energy and just like a very unique sound for the time. This is 91. It's like, yeah, 1991. It's so like of it, like so ahead of the time. I think so. You know, every track is all bangers, no filler. You know. So I'm very happy to pick this up. My collection is not too big, so an edition like this is definitely very big for it. So I'm very happy to have this one. I've spun it once already. It's definitely cold today, but next up is from Indie Darlings, Superchunk. Foolish, their album Foolish. This year I took the time to go through Superchunk's discography because my professor at my college loves Superchunk, and he has a very good taste in, you know, 90s indie, I think. So it's fun discussing that with him, but he loves Superchunk, and you know, I decided to take the plunge into the discography, and I definitely grew to love them too. So Foolish, I do have my favorite album of theirs, Come Pick Me Up on CD, and I think maybe I would prefer this on CD. I think Superchunk is more of a CD band to me, but I saw Foolish. It's like $23. It's on the cheaper side of the vinyl market, so I decided to pick it up, and it's nice on LP. I mean, it's a single LP. I tried double LPs. I think, you know, I've become kind of disenchanted with them. You know, I look at the track list of a record to see if it's like split into 2 LPs or if it's just one. And you know, I don't like the hassle of a double LP, but this is a single LP. I mean, this is a shorter record, but anyways, this record is very fun. It's very fun, I think, and it just feels is raw because I was reading the liner notes, and they only had like a few days to record this album, you know, and you know, it was all like quick, but I think it brought the right energy to this. You know, it's very raw, very quick, and just, you know, some fun indie. So it's a good album, this one. Alright, this next one I was very excited to find it at the pop-up. It was very Pinback Summer in Abaddon LP. It's very rare to find Pinback in Houston in record stores, I feel. I know, I never found them. But I found this, and I was so excited. This is like the only album of theirs I feel just gets printed constantly, or like presently. I don't know, just like the previous 2, like all other albums, they're kind of like out of print. So, but still, it's like very exciting to find this one. Anyways, Summer in Abaddon, I do prefer the previous 2 records from this, but like this one's still great. It's so, Pinback is like a top 5 band for me. I guess duo, but just like their songwriting, the way like the instruments just like play together, and just the like energy and sound they bring, it's just, I feel like it's so connected to me, and Pinback is like such an amazing band. I was so excited to find this. I know I don't have the words. I just really love Pinback here. And if you haven't listened to this, if I want to give you like one recommendation, definitely Somewhere in Abaddon. Very good record. Onto the CDs. I'm holding on to it right now. Let's see. Built to Spill. You can see my phone camera in there. Built to Spill. There's Nothing Wrong with Love. I think that's, yeah. This one is more to fill out the collection. I have 2 other Built to Spill CDs here, and Keep It a Secret and There's No Enemy. This one's just to fill it out. I mean, I do like it. It's a very pretty, twinkly, sparkly indie project with very good tracks on here. It's very, where it's not glaring. I mean, Big Dipper, Twin Falls, In the Morning, a good opener. But this one's definitely just to fill out the collection. I don't see myself getting Built to Spill on, you know, vinyl. They're more of a CD band to me. But, and I also been trying to look out for their album Perfect from now on, but I don't see any modern presses of it, you know, online, so. But this is still a good album. I mean, I'm talking about other albums, but it's still good. I love early Built to Spill before they made Perfect from now on, which I think is like such a good album. But, you know, what was that? There's the one before this. I know, like Family Tree, no. But I know it has like the family photo on it, kind of. But I also want the album too. But, you know, just feels more like just a collection filler. I gave it a spin. You know, it's still a good album. Just happy to have this in the collection. And then last but not least, definitely not least, the seminal emo record by Sunny Day Real Estate, Diary. Super just like important in the emo scene. I mean this is kind of like genre defining, you know, just all the like whiny, loud, grungy, and just very juvenile songwriting on here. I mean, they're like in their early 20s when they were making this album. I read there's a booklet here, if I could get it. Yeah, I was reading this while listening to it. It's just an interesting story of how they came about, and like, you know, they're falling out. They make a great point about like the album cover, how it's the little people toys in very like serious situations, reflecting like being a teen and adult situations. I think that was a very good insight from the booklet. The lead singer for Death Cab for Cutie, I forgot his name, but he has a line in this, and he talked about like how Sunny Day Real Estate like influenced him, and like the sound like connected to him, and that's so like surprising to read that. But this is like a very important emo album. I would say like this is the 2009 press, but it does have the text on the cover, which kind of sucks. I wish it was just the full unaltered artwork, but still but like either way, I'm still happy to have this music. You know, the music is what I'm after for, so super excited to have this, and I have spun it a bit. So those are all the pickups that I got. Gneiss Sound, I'd like to thank Gneiss Sound for hosting that pop-up and for having such a good inventory. I mean, I love all of the records that I picked up. So I'll leave their socials in the description. Shout out to them. I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, share your thoughts on any albums I shared. You know, what you think. You know, what else should I listen to from them or related to them. And I guess I'll see you guys in the future. Bye.